स्वागत है आपका के जॉय की दुनिया में।
Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Hello students, good morning. Today is very nice day. Thank you for listening. Thank you. I welcome all of the persons, those who are listening and watching carefully. Earlier, we have discussed the concept of English grammar. Today, the topic we will discuss, what is that? That is formation of sentence. First of all, we have to understand this thing, that what is this sentence? Sentence works like a tree, because sentence has all parts, bottom to top, root to fruit. It has its all organs, all parts, complete in itself. There is no iota of doubt in saying that sentence can be compared with a tree. Biologically and zoologically, sentence can be compared with a man, because sentence conveys its meaning. Sentence itself expresses its own existence. Who is it, and how does it work? When does it work? Why does it work? Sentence itself explains everything. No doubt. But how the sentence has come in form? When we just see back of the sentence, we find that there is a phrase. What is a phrase? Simply, in the different books of English grammar, we study that a group of words which makes incomplete meaning and incomplete sense is called a phrase. What is the difference between phrase and sentence? It is to be understood by the students. Sentence itself is complete, but phrase itself is incomplete in meaning and sense. What is the common between sentence and phrase? A group of words. Means sentence, a group of words, and phrase is also a group of words. This is the common thing between phrase and sentence. But what is the difference between these two? Sense and meaning. Phrase is not a complete in itself. On the basis of meaning and sense. No doubt both these are made by the words. There are the different forms of sentences we study in English. As biologically we can compare the sentence with a tree, and zoologically we can compare it with a man. Similarly, a phrase can be compared with a plant. And zoologically, phrase can be compared with a child. How sometimes I listen from the students that they complain, we don't know English. We are unable to speak English. No doubt. Because our mother tongue is Hindi. But English is not a tough task to speak. We can make it comprehensive. We can make it understandable, readable. How? If we have the environment, if we have the atmosphere, it is generally said about English. But before that, initially, in the very beginning, in the starting of the language, what do we say? We must have sound of that language. If we have the sound holding capacity in our mind, then our mind records some sort of sounds in the form of energy. Scientifically, suppose a child who has taken birth in Hindi environment where there are speaking persons are of Hindi, but later on he changes its environment and he has to adopt the English environment. There he will start from the beginning, just from the starting. No doubt sounds are the same. On the basis of sound and light, all languages are the same. If there is difference of the language, we find just on the basis of the formation of the letters. On the basis of the script, on the basis of the writing, we find that these are the different in form, in picture, in style, in standard, in manner, in skill, no doubt. But the software, or if we talk just the beginning of the languages, then there is no difference of the language on the basis of sound and light. Because even our atmosphere, our environment has different type of animals and plants. They communicate each other. They receive their messages. They send their message. But they don't have language. They don't have script. They don't have words. After all, they communicate. What do they have? They have God-gifted sound and light, which only their family members can read, listen, and speak. Only their family members. So like that, if we have the family, and if we have the familiarity, if we have the friends, if we have the background of English, then it becomes very easy to speak. Our country is Hindu country, no doubt. We speak Hindi, but we understand all the languages. It means not that we can't understand other languages of the world. Because our country is the starter, beginner, initiator of all the worldly languages. If someone is speaking French, then Indian can understand. If someone is speaking German, then Indian can understand. If someone speaks Australian, then Indian can understand. If someone speaks American, then Indian can understand. Because Indian has the purity of the language. Indian knows the real accent of the language. How to speak well in English, only Indian knows. On the basis of the accent, on the basis of manner, style, standard, Indians are the true followers of these things. Whether India is not the creator of English language, but Indians are the true and real followers of that language. We see that because our culture, because our religion, because of honesty of our culture, we know what is the meaning of fulfillment in any particular field. Our Indians throughout the world are all languages. No doubt our Indians are spread out in the whole world. Whether they have gone on the basis of job, for doing job, for searching job, for doing any kind of research, for settling their society, for settling their business, for settling their families, they have gone outside the world. They have gone outside India for their different activities. Our Indians have gone outside and spread it outside, and they have spread out the message of humanity throughout the world. Nobody knows the definition of humanity in the world except Indians. Because our religion, the first lesson of our religion is humanity. Our Indians express this thing to the world. Our Indians teach this thing to the world. How do we teach to them? How do we make them understand these things? On the basis of its patience, compassion, sympathy, affection, universal brotherhood. There are uncounted features of this culture and of this land, of this country, which is uncountable, matchless, peerless, incomparable throughout the world. There is no land in the world where there is no Indians are living. No doubt, outsiders, foreigners are in their countries. They are in their countries. But our Indian is in every country. Means our teachings, our followers, our practitioners are more proficient, more sufficient than the worldly skills. After all, our doctors, engineers, researchers, research scholars go to abroad. Why? For doing something better, greater, finer, nicer. It is in their mind. Why do they not do for their own country? Because they just run after materialistic goods, collecting, earning, spending. Only they are materialistic. They are not becoming spiritualistic. They don't know the spiritual values of their country. No doubt, if they are going abroad, they can earn a lot of money. They can go for their different particular and personal purposes, but they should not forget their land. It should be the aim of every citizen of India. No doubt, we are credited to the land of Indian air, fire, soil, sky and water. We are good at every level. This land on which we are living, this land is the land of creators, starters, beginners. The starter of Brahmism in the whole world. He belongs to India. His name is Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Starter of the RS Samaj, Aryan Society, Swami Dayanand Saraswati. His land is in India. Starter of Ramakrishna Mission. His land is in India. There were the different starters, founders of the different religions. Because our land is the land of starters, beginners, initiators. So, we are the true followers. We are the true recollectors of the human values, moral values, ethics. Our land is the spiritualistic land. We are not lagging behind in any field. In the modern time, in the present time, we are no less than other countries in the field of technology, in the field of communication, in the field of transportation. We are not less than others. Because today our all Indians has online software forever with them. If sometimes any internet is not working, if any social site is not working, but Indians software of their mind is forever, permanent, stable. It has long lasting memory. There are so many features of the Indian's mind. India, which is the land of creators, not only of the religions, not only of the cultures, but also in science, in technology, in engineering, in research, In all the fields, Indians are greater than others. In India, we have the attachment with the social sites. Everyone can use, even our old age person, youth, children, women, whether they are educated or uneducated, whether they belong to any village or city, they are using sufficiently and proficiently these social sites, all these facilities. They are consuming, they are investing their money in working on the different type of internet, different social sites. They are always busy on that. So our country is the true followers. Our country has the true followers, true believers, incomparable in themselves. Then how we cannot be the perfect in English language? So no student, no professional, no businessman, no doctor, no advocate can complain that he and she does not know the English. It's not a big concept to understand, it's not a big concept to listen, it's not a big concept to read, it's not a big concept to speak, it's not a big concept to write. Everyone can learn, because all the languages have come from the moral values, ethics, spiritual values, cultures, languages. These are the codes of conduct that our Indians have taught to the foreigners, outsiders. So why we are lagging behind in this field? Because we are not using the other way of the word. One way of the word we know. We understand the one way only. So that's why we are true follower. But there should be the combination between traditional and modern society. There should be the combination of old and new. There should be the combination of ancient and modern. Both are necessary. As for the construction, foundation is necessary. Without foundation, we cannot erect any kind of building. If modernity is building, then foundation is, our ancient time is foundation. Our old age people of the societies are the foundation. They may be physically weak, but their mind is the good recorder. Their mind has a great experiences of the different time. The mind of the old age people of our society may excel even the modern technologies. So we are to respect our culture, we are to respect our old age people, we are to respect our language. If we do not speak the word correctly, if we do not follow the language accurately and correctly, it means we are exploiting the language. If we are exploiting the language, then we cannot get the true message of information. If you want to have the perfection in information, if you want to send the perfection in information, then we must have the accuracy and correction of the language. It does matter a lot. There are many books, many kind of literature have been translated in English of the different diplomas, degrees, courses. No doubt, translators are the inventors. No doubt, they have their art, they are using their mind, they are using their skill. But how the reader is reading that literature, how the follower is following them, it depends upon their receiving. If they are the good receiver of the language, then they can know the particularities of the language. As per my experiences, I have noted down this thing that a number of students visit in different universities. They go to universities, they go to colleges, but again they have to read the same concept of the English grammar that they have forgot. What kind of concepts they have? Just they know cramming. They know only the one way of the words. And if they forget the one way, it means there is no use of grammar for them. There is no use of language for them. There is no use of literature for them. So, every scholar, every researcher, every learner must know the different ways of the word. Multi-dimensional he should be. He must know how a person, how a scholar, how a student can a word use in different type of grammatical topics, because a word has its different forms. No doubt there is one meaning of the one word, but on the meaning based, some words have their intentional meanings, some words have their practical meanings, and the same word may be different on the basis of intention and may be different on the basis of practical approach. So a student must try to understand deeply this language just by applying these words on his or her body, because body is the generator. Which part of body? Mind. Mind is the generator, producer, creator of the different type of words. If we understand the philosophy of the mind, if we understand the nature of the mind, only then we understand the use of the word, where the word should be used. So, in short, in brief, I would like to say you that students, scholars, researchers, learners must go through their own concept of mind. If they do not apply the words on their physical body, they cannot understand the word apparently, correctly, accurately. All the different topics of the grammar can be understood only by being healthy mind and healthy body. So, very nice. You are listening carefully. Try to apply it practically in your life. Then it will bring really a fruitful result for uplifting our knowledge, information, instruction, direction of the different fields. Thank you. Thank you, scholar.